Hey everyone, welcome to another DVD Blu-ray update slash vlog. Since this is going to be kind of not a vlog, but I did say I was going to do vlogs, and it's kind of hard to do vlog when your life isn't that interesting and you kind of do the same thing every single day. So for the past week, all I've been doing is going to school, going to work, going to school, going to work. That's about it. But I do have a bunch of DVDs and Blu-Rays that I've gotten in the past 3 months, and it's a huge stack. I didn't realize it's gonna be this big. But I'm just gonna get through it. It's a too big stack, so I'm just gonna get through it real quick. Okay, so first off, we have Sucker Punch. Unfortunately, this was not that great. I think it had potential, you know, to be a cool action movie, and it kind of was, but way too much CGI and the story was weak. So I mean, Zack Snyder, I don't really care about him, but Serenity, I got this for $10 at Walmart. I keep hearing it's a great film, and then also Firefly, I heard, is a great show, but I've never seen it. And I'm just kind of Joss Whedon. He's gonna direct the Avengers film, so I'm kind of excited about that. I got Jackass 3.5. I got this about a couple days after Ryan Dunn died, and so watching it, it was like, oh, that sucks, man, like knowing that he died, but it's still pretty funny. It's not as great as part 3, but it's pretty funny either way. I got this yesterday for $8. Bad Santa. I've never seen this, and I've heard it's hilarious and raunchy and graphic and I don't know what else, but I heard it's really good. So I'm looking forward to see this. But I know that there's like 3 different cuts, so which ones do you guys recommend? Because I'm not even sure which one's the one I'm supposed to be watching. Alright. I got this yesterday. I've been looking for this DVD for a long time. It's called Heavenly Creatures. It's a Peter Jackson film with Kate Winslet. It's a very, very awesome movie. I've seen this on TV a long time ago, and I thought it was just amazing. And the visuals are awesome too. It was made in '94, but I mean, you can tell it was Peter Jackson movie, and he knows, you know, it reminds, like Lovely Bones kind of reminds me of this film, but it's really good. Check it out. Yeah, also picked this up yesterday. Source Code. I keep hearing it's a great film, and it's the director of Moon, so I know I probably don't. You can't go wrong with that. So Source Code. I got Amelie, which one of my favorite foreign films. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. It's definitely a great film with lots of I don't know how to explain. It's very creative, and I love the style. So picked it up on Blu-ray. The other couple weeks ago, I picked up The Island, which is one of Michael Bay's few great movies. It's actually a really good film. Yeah, like it's got some stupid dialogue in there, and it's stupid at times, but overall, story-wise, it's a great movie. Reminds me a lot of THX 1138 and Matrix and Equilibrium, kind of like that. But it's really good. It's probably my favorite Michael Bay film for sure. I picked up Green Lantern Emerald Knights, and to be honest, I was not too crazy about this. It was okay. I did enjoy the other film, the First Flight, which is the first animated one they did with the Green Lantern, but this one was just okay for me. It wasn't great. And then the movie, oof, well, to be honest, I didn't really expect much already, so it was enjoyable, but it was not good, I guess. Next thing I picked up was Just Go With It. It's a pretty funny movie. I enjoy Adam Sandler movies, but nothing really great. I'm not really looking forward to seeing Jack and Jill. That looks kind of stupid. Next thing I got was Hall Pass, which when I was watching this, I did not realize that it was rated R. And then all of a sudden, who is it? I think it's Owen Wilson goes to the spa, and he's like in that jacuzzi thing, and if you know what I'm talking about, I was just like, what the fuck? So it's pretty funny. It's not great, but it was pretty funny. Next thing I got for $10, Miami Vice. Michael Mann, he's a great director. I think this is one of his weaker films, but I still like this this movie. It's really action packed, but it's not my favorite. Oh, next thing I got was Kill the Irishman, which when I saw the trailer for it, I thought it was gonna be really good, and it's good, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be, I guess. I mean, it's got so many good stars that it should have been good. I mean, it has Christopher Walken, Ray Stevenson, he hasn't really been in a lot, Val Kilmer, and it was pretty weak, I think. And a lot too much CGI. And to me, like, it almost didn't even look real. Like, all the stuff that was going on was too unbelievable for me. And even though it's based on a true story, which is hard for me to believe. Anyway, oh, the next thing I got was Biutiful. It's an amazing film. It's beautiful. Beautiful is beautiful. And if you guys have not seen this, it's the director of Amores Perros, 21 Grams, Babel, and it's just an amazing film. It truly is. I definitely recommend this film. And give it a second. If you don't get it the first time, watch it again, because it does take a couple of views to truly understand it. But it's really good. It's really good. Next thing I got was Green Hornet. This one was okay. Mikhail Gordy, I guess, Gondry, the director of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, directed this. But I don't feel like it was like his great movie like it should have been. It was okay though. It was okay. The next thing I got was True Grit. I've heard it was a great film, but I also have heard that the original with John Wayne is even better. I haven't seen this yet, but I mean, I love the Coen brothers, and they have a unique taste in film. So if you don't really like the Coen brothers, then you might not like that one. The next thing I got was the Superman collection on Blu-ray, which is a great set. I love the Superman movies. He's not my favorite superhero, but I fell in love with these when I was a kid, and the last one wasn't that great. So it has the emblem here on a really thick cardboard, which is really nice, and a digibook. Well, not a digibook, but a digipack with the emblem here, and then it folds out like this. It has 8 discs in it, but it's really nice set. I love it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that later. Another film I got was Rabbit Hole, which is it's a really good film. It's really sad. It's a movie that it hit close to home for me. It's a really good movie though. It's pretty intense. You guys, it's a great drama. If you guys have a chance, check this out. It's amazing. The next movie I got was Winter's Bone. Another great film. Very underrated. I've never heard of it until right when the Academy Awards were going on. And I know that Jennifer Lawrence was nominated for Best Actress, but it's a great film. I mean, she carries the movie entirely by herself, and a great cast. Very, very, very good. The next 3 movies I got for pretty cheap were the Scream trilogy original. So it's part 1, part 2, and 3. I had never seen any of them, and then when the new one came out, I really wanted to watch it in theaters, but I didn't get to. But I figured I'd watch the first 3 at least. The next thing I got was Bryan Singer's The Usual Suspects in Digibook form. I love this edition. It's really, really nice. So it's got that, and then it has the booklet, which contains pictures and trivia and things like that, highlights. But it's really good. I love this movie. I feel like it's Bryan Singer's best film. Next thing I got was a pretty good movie. I wasn't crazy about it, but it was pretty good. Blue Valentine. It's Michelle Williams and Ryan Gosling, doing their thing. They're great actors, and it's a pretty solid film. Next thing I got for $10, I think, Batman Beyond first season. I found it at Walmart. I think might have been $15, but I had never seen this, and I when I was a kid, I didn't want to see it. It's not Batman for me. It's it's very futuristic, and I didn't like it. But after watching Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, I figured, you know what, I better give this show a chance, because it might just be good. So next thing I got was No Strings Attached, which was okay. It's not great. It kind of sucks seeing Natalie Portman in a movie like this right after I see Black Swan, because Black Swan was amazing, and this was just, I don't know, okay, I guess. Next thing I got, which I didn't want to get for a while, but I got The King's Speech, because I personally thought The Social Network was the best film to come out last year. And I have yet to watch this, and I'm afraid to, because I don't want to fall in love with this movie and then feel like you did deserve the best picture, but it probably does. And I bet it's a great film, and I just I don't know. Next thing I got was The Incredibles, a great Disney film. If you don't know, this is one of the last Pixar films that needs to be released. I think only Finding Nemo is one of the last ones, but love that movie. Okay, I got Boy Meets World season 6. I love this show. I grew up with this, so there's a lot of episodes in the later seasons that I never saw, and especially in this one. So I know season 7's coming out pretty soon, but I don't think I've ever seen any of season 7, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I got this one in Bruges, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it was $10, and I heard it was amazing. I heard it's a great film. So I love Ralph Fiennes and Colin Farrell, so I'm gonna give this a chance. Next thing I got was Sling Blade. I've always heard it's an amazing film, but I've never seen it, to be honest. And it was $7 at Best Buy. So if you go to your Best Buy, they have a bin where they have a bunch of movies for $7.99 or something like that. This is in there, and I've only heard it's an amazing film. Same thing with this one, except this is an amazing film, but it was cheap. It was $8 for Blu-ray, and it's just something I've always loved South Park, so I picked that up. I picked this up the other day, Limitless. I personally loved it. I thought it was very, very interesting, and it's very entertaining the entire way. So pick this up if you haven't seen it. It's very good. One of my favorite war films of all time, not my favorite, but one of my favorite, is Platoon by Oliver Stone. This is an amazing film. On Blu-ray for I think $15. Pick this up because it's one of those films that you'll love, and it has so much heart in it. So next thing I got was Alpha Dog. I already had this on DVD, but it was $10 and I picked it up on Blu-ray, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it. I mean, I think it's good, but some of the acting's pretty bad. I don't know. Nick Cassavetes directed this, and it's got really weird editing. I don't know. It's really weird at times. Like it just doesn't seem right. But it's pretty entertaining. A movie I wish I didn't spend any money on was Arthur. I mean, it was okay. I like Russell Brand, but this was not great, and I wish I did not spend money on this. Same goes for the next film that I picked up, which was Little Fockers. The next thing I got was Rocko's Modern Life Season 1. I haven't seen this show in years, and I know they're bringing back all the 90s stuff to you know the thingy, to Nickelodeon, and I'm really excited about that. I loved Nickelodeon back in the 90s. It was great. This is one of my favorite shows. I'm waiting for them to release other shows like Salute Your Shorts. At least Salute Your Shorts. Next thing I got was Joy Luck Club, and I got this like way a long time ago, and I just forgot to show it in my update. But it's a film that I watched a long time ago, and I never got to finish, and I think it was like $5. And just because I wanted to finish it, I picked it up because I remember it being very good. So pick this up because it's a really good film from what I remember. Next thing I got was a great film, animated film, but it was Rango. Rango's really good, and I love westerns. So, and them having kind of like that spaghetti western feel, it was great. I loved it. It was really good. The next things I got were some Criterion collections. I took advantage of the Barnes & Noble sale. And yesterday I just picked up Cronos, Guillermo del Toro film. I don't know what this is about, and Guillermo del Toro is a very imaginative director, and so I've only heard it was really good, but I don't know what it's about, and so I picked it up on a limb. I have no idea, but I know it's gonna be good. A film that I had seen a long time ago on IFC, and I've been looking for a long time, was Naked. It's a very weird movie from what I remember, but it's a really good one too. Another film that I picked up was The Thin Red Line, Terrence Malick film, and he only makes films like every other 10 years, so this is a great film. I started watching it. I didn't get to finish it, but it's so far it's really good. It's beautiful. And the other Criterion collection was one that I've only heard like a lot of people tell me that it's like crazy and oh my god. It's Antichrist with Willem Dafoe, and I'm not sure if I want to watch this just yet, but it looks intense. For $20 I picked up Mad Men Season 1, and I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's a great show and I really want to watch it, so Mad Men. Next thing I got was, I love X-Men, so I picked up Wolverine and the X-Men, the complete series. So far I've seen a couple episodes and it was pretty good. Not as good as the original animated series, because I mean, I don't think anything comes close to that. But this is pretty good. It's not as bad. Next thing I got was this Steelbook Battle LA, and it's beautiful. I got this at Walmart, believe it or not. Steelbook. So I put the little slip in the back, and it's a 2-disc. One's a DVD, I believe, and the other is the Blu-ray, and some artwork in the back too. But it's an entertaining film. I was expecting a little more from it, but either way, it was still pretty good. Next thing I got was Insidious. It was pretty creepy. I actually really liked it. It was there's parts where I thought was really dumb and stupid, but most of it was really good. So check it out. Next thing I got was The Lincoln Lawyer. I've heard it was good, and I picked it up because I really like Matthew McConaughey. He's a good actor. I got Entourage season 6 or 7. Yeah. If you guys love Entourage, I just watched the first episode on Sunday, and I thought it was just like meh. You know, like it was okay. It was not as good as it should be. I love Entourage, so I was expecting a lot more for the first episode of the last season, but I don't know. But this it ends amazing. It's a great show. I love that show. Last but not least, I got one of my favorite Stanley Kubrick films, A Clockwork Orange, Digibook. It's awesome. It comes with 2 discs. There's one, the other one's in the back there, and it's just one of my favorite movies. And it comes with a bunch of pictures and all that. If I ever had to recommend a Stanley Kubrick movie, it would be A Clockwork Orange, The Shining, and Full Metal Jacket. I think those 3 are his best work. Not to say Path to Glory and 2001: Space Odyssey aren't great, but I think those are so unique. These are so unique that you have to watch them, because Stanley Kubrick is so crazy and off the wall. He's a genius for a reason, and those movies made him a pinnacle point in film history. So that's it, guys. That is my whole thing. It's a lot of movies. Sorry you guys had to watch this whole video. I'll try to edit it down a little bit, or a lot of it, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.